This message is sponsored by Greenlight. With school out, summer is the perfect time to teach our kids real-world money skills they'll use forever. Greenlight is a debit card and the #1 family finance and safety app used by millions of families, helping kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely. Parents can send their kids money and track their spending and saving, while kids build money confidence and skills in fun ways. Start your risk-free Greenlight trial today at greenlight.com/Wondery. That's greenlight.com/Wondery.
Hey, it's Eric Ryder from Don't Ask Me to Talk. We're taking this week off, so we decided to bring you one of our classic episodes, this one from August of 2024. Have you ever thought about running away and joining the circus? Well, we did, at least for about 10 minutes, and the jobs that we selected for when we joined the circus may surprise you. Stay tuned to the end to find out. And I hope you'll join us for this very fun edition of Don't Ask Me to Talk. We'll be back with a new episode next week, so be sure and check it out. Oh, and before I go, I got to wish a happy birthday to one of our loyal listeners, my mom. Happy birthday, Mom.
Don't ask me to talk. Hey, everybody. It's your podcast pals, Stacey Heller.
And Eric Ryder.
And you're listening to Don't Ask Me to Talk.
That's right. The show where we talk about nonsense.
And we're so good at it.
That's right.
Talk about random holidays. We like to call them high holidays. We talk about random topics. We talk about ideas, funny stories. We are your anytime you drive time show.
Yeah, it's a conversation each week, and we have no idea where it's going to go. I mean, namely because we've never met a tangent that we didn't like.
Right.
And the other thing is because we let a wheel choose the topic for us within limits. But we spin that wheel every week, and we pick a random topic or conversation starter to start a conversation about. And this week, we're talking about something that I can't remember that we chose last week.
Circus jobs.
Circus jobs. That's right.
So clearly you didn't do your homework. You didn't spend the week trying things out.
Well, don't you like the clown makeup that I chose?
Well, I mean, it reminds me a little bit of your custard cream. A little custard pie in the face.
Right. Down here, we all float.
Nice. Yeah, so random topics, and you can tell that it is clearly spur of the moment, because if you listen, last week we were like, we don't want to talk about that.
Right.
So we actually, we were guilty of spinning the wheel a couple times, which wouldn't that be great if you could do that in life?
That would be good.
Yeah, like, oh, I don't like that one. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like a metaphor for a bigger thing. And we don't really talk about bigger things here.
No. We talk about the minutia, the nonsense.
Yeah, so I'm going to move past the bigger thing.
Right.
Although I will mention that if you want to listen to more episodes of this show, they are evergreen. It doesn't matter if we're talking about a random holiday. You can listen to these anytime you want.
Absolutely.
You can do that.
You don't even have to be in the right month as us.
Right. Exactly. Because you're already not in the right mind as us.
Right. Well,
we're in our left mind. See what I did there?
I
think it's International Left-Handed Month.
Okay.
Maybe.
Southpaws, unite.
I might be making that up. But that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
If it's not, it should be.
Yeah. See? There you go. But you can find past episodes wherever you listen to podcasts. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Don't Ask Me to Talk. You can text or leave a voicemail at 475-999-2726, or you can send a long letter to us via email at asking@don'taskmetotalk.com.
That's right. We'd love to hear from you.
So many options. Yeah, we really would love to hear from you. It is getting desperate.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I just want somebody to say, I hear you. Like, just shoot me a text that says, I'm listening.
Right. Like Frasier.
Yes. Oh, we are like Frasier, aren't we?
No, that was his catchphrase.
I'm listening.
I'm listening. Yes. He'd say
I need
that.
to rewatch that show. Was it good? Did you watch it?
I remember enjoying it at the time. I haven't gone back and caught up with the the old episodes or the new reboot. I haven't seen any of those yet. But at the time, I mean, a very
It was part of must-see
famous
TV.
show set in Seattle. I had to check it out, of course.
All right. Interesting. Anyway, so all that to say, and by the way, I also want to note that the show is very educational. Last week, I learned that I am part of Gen X, and I'm just going to keep saying it every week so that I
You
remember.
just learned that?
I didn't know which alphabet letter I was, because sometimes I feel like I'm like C because I feel so old.
I don't know. I feel like in the 90s, it was like everybody was talking about Gen X, the way people talk about millennials or Gen Z now.
Yeah.
It was like there was a whole lot of, what is Gen X going to do? Hell,
But it
blah,
feels
blah, blah.
like these monikers,
Right.
like the timestamp is getting smaller and smaller. Like boomers, it feels like it was like 50 years and like you're a boomer. And
yeah,
then
that's how long is a generation?
I don't know. In theory, so you have like boomers, then you have Gen X, and then it's like, and then millennials, and now like they're talking about alphas.
20 to 30 years, I guess.
It feels like they're coming hard and fast.
Okay.
Time keeps on slipping
Into
the
the
future. Yeah.
Good point.
So my week has been, thank you for asking, all about.
How's your week been, Stacey?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for asking. It has been all mom all the time.
Oh, yeah? Feel like you're running a circus?
Funny you should say that. Yeah. Mom arrived last week, and you all may have felt the earth
Hello, Joan. I know you won't listen to this, but I'm going to say hello so that Stacey can relay this message.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
Hope
she'll
you're
be
doing
like,
well. Enjoying your time here.
So driving her and her friend Lee, who is also came to visit, they live in the same retirement community. And so they flew out together because Lee's daughter, Ellie, lives in Washington as well. So they came out to the lake house. Putting the two of them in the backseat of the car was like having small children again. Like, the good news is they don't bicker and they're not like, he's in my space. But it's like, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm hungry. I can't eat that much. I should have gotten the chicken nuggets. It's quite the thing. And then basically, mom has arthritis in her feet and her knees, so she doesn't go anywhere fast unless you call her for a cocktail. In which case, you're like, she's the fastest kid alive. It's like, it's crazy. And so they can't really get down to the lakeside. Like the pool, they don't really want to sit in a lounge chair because, and I'm going to get here, and I am just realizing this, sitting down in a lounge chair or a chair that's too low, that's low to the ground. Not only do you have to get down there, but you have to get back up. So it has been a pretty sedentary week for me. And so my cheesecake trainer, who I talked about last week, is very present for me this week. But that's okay. I'm sure you have something far more interesting to tell me.
Time to rest.
I'm like,
Yeah.
woo, I'm exhausted.
Hey, sometimes you need to rest.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to get away.
Right. And that's
Which is
we've
what
done.
I did 2 weeks in a row.
Right. Yes. Yeah. How'd it go? Going to get your computer that you left behind. That's right. How was your whirlwind trip?
It was fine. It was fine. I was bummed out that we couldn't stay longer because I had a good time when I was at this very same hotel.
On purpose.
On purpose the previous week. And it had a pool and a jacuzzi. And a sauna. So that was nice because I don't have that stuff at home. So try and take advantage of it anytime I stay at a hotel.
Sure.
But there's some odd folks sometimes when you go to the pool. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yep.
But the two nights that we went in a row, the same guy that looked like Abe Vigoda was
Wow.
doing laps with no mind for anybody else in the pool for at least an hour, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And did he stay in his lane, so to speak?
There was no lanes. This is all swim. And so, yeah.
There's no like adult time and kid time. But I mean,
No.
like, did he at least swim a straight lap or was he like diagonal?
Straight lap.
Okay.
So basically, it's like, get out of my way. I'm doing this lap. I
Wow.
don't care who else is in the pool.
Wow.
So it got a little bit nerve wracking when he started getting close. You're like, I got to get to the side because he would have just like straight bonked into you.
Wow.
Yeah,
There's an assumption there that like,
absolutely.
you see me, I own this pool.
That's
Work
pretty
around
much
me.
what it was.
Wow.
He was there before us.
Was he in a Speedo?
God, I hope not.
Was his body hairless and shaved? I mean, it was during
No,
Olympic
but it's
times.
funny that you mentioned that because this was the weird thing I noticed. As if the, guy in his 80s doing the, no mind for anybody else
Yep.
laps thing for an hour wasn't, kind of weird enough. He brought a razor and shaving cream to the pool with him. And they were just sitting there on, how they have the benches where you put your towel and stuff.
Yeah. So-
Both nights, this guy brought shaving gear, and when he got out of the pool finally, he went and got them the
he
shaving
went
cream and the razor.
You know he went and showered
And
in the hotel shower
then
at the pool.
He went and shaved. But why? Why?
To make him
would you-
faster.
But he wasn't hairless. He was shaving, I guess, his beard.
Oh, I was thinking he had like no. I thought he was in the spirit of the Olympics.
No,
like I'm gonna shave my body to
No.
cut my time. In
None of
half.
that happened. He was hairy. So
Harry, 80-year-old Abe Pagoda,
that's right.
swimming laps.
Swimming laps and shaving. But you have to stay at the hotel, right? So you have a room.
Right.
You've got a bathroom.
He doesn't wanna make
You've
that
got
mess.
a sink. You've got a mirror. And you decide to shave after swimming in the pool area bathroom.
Maybe he likes what the chlorine does to his face.
But just go back to your room and shave.
Yes.
What is that about?
I don't know. That's weird. People are weird.
Exactly.
People are very weird.
Yes.
And there's also phases, like ages, because so at Veranda Beach, like I was like, oh, look, I tend to be sort of antisocial. I'm not antisocial at all, but when I'm there, like people don't know what I'm about, and that's great by me. So hanging out in the pool.
What
with-
are you about, by the way?
Okay, that's a longer conversation
We've been
for
doing
a couch.
this show for like a year plus. And still haven't got it dialed in.
Yeah, right. That's because that's for Stacy therapy time.
Okay, fair enough.
So a bunch of moms, they have like younger kids, they stand at the end of the pool and they're super cute little hats, which I can't be part of the club because I can't find a straw hat to fit my big old fat head. And they do that thing where you like stand and you're like waist deep and you're taking your hands and you're swishing them back and forth, which makes me think that they're just peeing the whole time. Which it makes me like stand there and do that because it's sort of like, okay, this is what we do now. So there's also like, there's people are weird and also there's ages and stages where you sort of notice like, oh, I'm in the kiddie pool so that I'm accessible and I'm not trying to take it seriously and I can hold my drink while I stand here. All right.
Yes.
What other weirdness did you see? I like your weirdness better. My weirdness isn't weird. It's just that I'm maybe a little weird.
Well, I've been trying to crack the code on this Abe Pagoda, the wet Abe Pagoda.
Oh my gosh, I love it so
Ever
much.
since I saw that, because 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, he's committed.
Committed, yes. And the other thing is, and this is just between you and me and the listeners.
All right.
I think I might have saw, and I'm not going to name the hotel because they were very nice to hold my laptop. I think one of the people there may have been a sex worker, which I have not seen in
Dish, tell me more.
I have not seen in the wild, doing
Ava Goda's a sex worker?
No. A different person, entirely different person.
Okay, sorry.
But was there. So if we manage to get a hold of her, she can confirm probably both of these things. But there was a very attractive woman, and she was getting all close with a guy who was, I'm not going to say ugly, but not particularly attractive.
Not
a little
conventionally
bit,
good looking.
Yeah,
that's
kind
a good
of
way of saying it.
Overweight, and
cheesecake is his trainer.
Cheesecake is his trainer. Yeah, and
not even good cheesecake.
Right.
Okay.
But she was a very fit young woman in a gold lame bikini.
Dead giveaway.
And they were getting a little bit not frisky, but like looking into each other's eyes, kind of
right.
Getting
that he was buying what she was selling.
They were definitely aware of romance in August because it's Romance Awareness. And I thought, okay, well maybe he's super personable, you know,
rich.
or rich. But then I thought, they'd be staying at a nicer hotel. If he was rich.
So we know Eric's economic status. He's not uber rich. Okay.
No.
You're not like a sex worker is going to like, I can afford a sex worker and this hotel rich.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then they got out and left shortly after. They weren't there the second night either.
Was she there with someone else?
No. So
that seems a little sus.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I might have spotted something in the wild going down.
Wow.
And I'm not judging by any stretch.
No,
you know?
sex work is work.
But
I mean, do you know what it takes to look that cheesecake trained man in the eyes and make him feel as attractive as he was feeling?
I have no idea what that takes, but it's something I don't have.
How do you look at Gold Lame?
But yeah, it's just something I did not expect in a small coastal town. And I'm guessing she probably traveled for that. And maybe I'm completely wrong on this.
Maybe. But maybe she's the port. You know how there's like a sailor and they go to there's a lever at every port.
But all the
she's covering that port.
All the clues pointed to
wow,
possible.
Look at you.
Yeah. So anyway, it was still a fun time.
People watching is great.
But I gotta say, I was grateful for the amount of chlorine that seemed to be more than you need.
Killing everything.
Just killing everything.
Did you bring a blacklight on vacation?
I did not. No, but I definitely took a shower after.
You're like, man, I feel dirty.
Right.
Was it a pet-friendly hotel? Did Gertie come?
It was, yeah. Gertie came, yeah.
Oh, that's
and she
fun.
did great. Yeah, we walked down to the beach, and she was.
Did you get saltwater taffy?
No, didn't get the saltwater taffy this time, but yeah, we had a good time. And the thing is that Gertie is a little bit older now, so she gets tired easy. There you go. But she gets tired easy, and so sometimes she'll just park it. So
she's like my mother.
Yeah, we came up with a hack, which was bringing a wagon that we could put her in. But she doesn't like being in the wagon. So when she gets tired and stops, then we put her in the wagon. Then she jumps out of the wagon and then actually walks. So it's not exactly what we wanted. Wanted to be able to give her a ride and a break.
Yeah.
But it does motivate her to keep on moving. So
maybe I should get my mother a wagon.
There you go. Come on, Joan. Time for a ride.
Exactly. She's like, I don't want to be in this thing. I hate this thing.
That's right.
She jumps out. I'm like, so you've been lying the whole time. I do have to ask her occasionally, like, are you being a diva or are you being old?
Right.
Because either one is fine. I just know what I'm working with.
I really wish Gertie could tell me that, because sometimes it definitely seems like she's being a diva.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a thing. All right. I mean, it's a good question. Actually, hey, listeners, if you have a pet or a parent that's aging, that's a good game to play. Diva or aging.
Hey.
And either way, treat it with kindness.
Yeah, and this could be one of those things that they play at the circus, or a fair.
Yes, 100%.
A diva or aging diva.
Well, there's like the hipster or homeless game, or I'm sorry, it's unhoused.
Right.
Yeah. So, there's so many games to play. Okay. Do we need to take a break now?
We absolutely do.
Okay. Well, keep listening. We will be right back with more Don't Ask Me to Talk.
Have you ever considered working with an image consultant or stylist, but were worried about what the experience would be like? If that sounds like you, then Michael Bruce Image Consulting is here to help. They've worked with thousands of people, and many of those individuals have shared their experiences by way of style stories. Go to michaelbruceimageconsulting.com/style stories and check out what their delighted clients have to say about their experiences. And we're back here on Don't Ask Me to Talk. I'm Eric Ryder.
I'm Stacey Heller.
We're your podcast pals. Coming at you.
We're celebrating holidays. Hot. Yeah, we are. I'm coming in hot with holidays.
That's right. The hot holidays.
They are hot. It's August. It's the dog days of summer. Actually, I think that technically ended last week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Gertie, sorry. You're out of luck this week.
You're out. By the way, for my mother, and because occasionally we talk religion, I thought I would mention that today is the Assumption of Mary.
Okay.
My mother is a devout Catholic, and I am riding her coattails to heaven.
Well, I don't want to make any assumptions.
Exactly. And that's what people did
but
when Mary
totally
turned up.
Did when I saw that sex worker. And I want to apologize.
And Mary was not a sex worker.
Oh, I'm not
just
implying that by any stretch.
Just because she showed up pregnant.
No, just I made an assumption. That's all.
Ugh.
Yes.
It's terrible. Okay. It's also lemon meringue pie day.
Which is a pie.
I think we can agree on that.
I think we can agree on that. Facebook, don't shut me down.
Exactly. Do you like lemon meringue pie?
I do. I think it's pretty good.
It has to be cold.
Yeah, but meringue. It's like one of the weirdest substances, but
it's totally weird, and it could become like anything.
Maybe I should use that to style my hair.
Oh, that'd be so cute. You'd be like a little macaroon.
I'd be surprised if somebody's not making, hair meringue to put in your hair.
You know what? Tap, tap, trademark that.
Right. That'll be something.
It's all natural. It might start to weep after a while, but that's okay. You can just be like, oh, I'm sweating. Okay. Tomorrow is Hawaiian Shirt Day. Big question. Do you own a Hawaiian shirt?
I think that I do somewhere. It's not in typical Eric fashion. It's not a bright, loud Hawaiian shirt, but it is a tan shirt with some green palm trees on it, which I think qualifies.
That's tasteful.
Yeah. I don't know if it even fits me anymore.
I feel like most guys seem to have one in their closet, whether it be for spirit days or that you go someplace tropical and your significant other or yourself, you're like, I should probably have this shirt.
Yeah
I
don't think I could wear that anywhere anymore, and I feel like if I go to Hawaii you might see me on one of those spits at the luau instead. So
I don't know. I've heard tell that you can go to a certain seaside coastal Washington town and pay good money for someone to look at you like you are a snack in that shirt.
There you go. It's a different kind of lay, but you might
well, I just teed you up for that.
You might have a good time regardless.
Since it's Kool-Aid Day, you know what he would say? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. How much debris did he get in his open container of a body? His body was a pitcher of Kool-Aid.
Right.
He busts through a wall. How much dust and asbestos and bricks are in that Kool-Aid, which I guess he bends over to dole out to the kids.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He really poured his heart out.
He really did.
And everything else.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It is
But also Lemonade Day.
Wait, when's Lemonade Day?
That's coming up on the 20th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, it's also on that day National Radio Day.
It is.
We got to make a big deal out of this.
Take lemons, make a radio show.
It's kind of what we did.
Absolutely. These two tart lemons hosting this show today.
Well, I don't know. I think we're more lemonade today.
Yes, we're very sweet.
And a little sour. And speaking of Gertie and Mom, the 21st is Senior Citizens Day.
Yeah.
So shout out to our seniors.
That's right, whether they be canine or humans.
Exactly. Remember, they might be a diva or they might be old.
Or they might be old divas.
Okay. Normally I got right into this week because I got so excited. Any of the month-long observations that you want to point out, like Child Support Awareness Month? Isn't that festive?
Yeah.
No, that's not fun. That doesn't seem fun for you.
Maybe not.
Well, you don't have a child,
But it is National Parks Month, which I think is a great thing. A perfect month to get out there and enjoy your national parks. And I wonder if there's a state parks month, because I typically go to state parks more than I go to national parks. How about you?
Yes, I would agree with that. Although one could argue that a national park is in a state.
You know what?
I'm trying to support you in this, but I'm like, they're in a state.
Uh-huh. But you know that there's a difference between state parks and national parks, right?
Sure. Yeah, I knew that.
Okay, like Olympic National Park or Mount Rainier National Park.
Versus
Deception Pass State Park.
Oh!
Or Sequest State Park.
So it's
Cape
a smaller...
Disappointment State Park.
Which is just a terrible name. Yes. It's, yeah, of course I do that. I'm super outdoorsy. I know these things. Duh.
Okay. Well, this may be where we celebrate Neurosurgery Outreach Month. Because clearly, we both need help.
Well, I mean, yes.
But, the thing is, I'm joshing you a little bit, but as I say this out loud, I'm realizing that National Parks Month may just be a celebration of parks in general, but it's a national celebration of it. It's not necessarily National Parks Month.
A good way to find things out is to look
put
it
that
up.
on a search engine.
Let's see. Okay, I'm confused because July is National Park and Recreation Month, but I heard that maybe I have to add an S to national parks. Maybe it's not National Park. National Parks with an S month is August.
Okay.
And it says August is a great time to visit America's national parks to experience their diverse
So
landscapes.
It is National Parks Month.
It's National
was right.
Parks.
I made the right assumption, even though I didn't have all the information.
Wow.
So sometimes make an assumption.
Right.
Don't just leave it to Mary.
No. Mary. Okay. Wow. We're going to hell for sure.
But not before the end of this episode.
Definitely not. Okay. What other holidays are worth noticing?
National Sandwich Month, always a good thing in my book.
And
National Panini Month is overlapping with National Sandwich Month, which finally makes sense.
Well, because it's a sandwich.
Right.
Remember when Dingfelders
Yes.
was a sponsor of our show?
I remember that.
They're still around.
Yeah.
So
great
and they
sandwiches.
still make great sandwiches. However, Vance got too busy for us.
Oh.
Yeah, well, whatever.
But I mean, I'm happy that that probably means that he's being successful. So
yeah, I would
good.
still take his money to be a sponsor for us.
Absolutely,
it's not too late, Vance. You can
and
come
his
back.
sandwiches.
Yeah, I might work for sandwiches. It's also Peach Month.
Yes,
I painted a really good peach. I'll have to show it to you. I'll post it on our social. I used watercolor and I used colors like fuchsia to paint a peach. And surprisingly, it makes you realize that there might be fuchsia in a peach.
Okay. Well, on that enlightening note, I think it's time for another break, and we'll come back and tackle today's topic, which is circus job.
Woohoo! Keep listening. We'll be right back. Hey, I'm Stacey Heller. I'm one of your podcast pals, along with Eric Ryder from Don't Ask Me to Talk. Are you liking what you're listening to? Awesome. We would love if you would follow us on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram as Don't Ask Me to Talk. We also are wherever you find your favorite podcast. You can follow us, subscribe, like, rate, whatever it is that you do. You can also email us. That's asking@don'taskmetotalk.com. And if you'd like, text or leave us a voicemail at 475-999-2726. Basically, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening.
Hey, it's Don't Ask Me to Talk. I'm Eric Ryder, and I'm just peachy.
Yes, you are. And I am Stacey. And what am I? I'm in need of neurosurgery.
There you go.
So good thing it's Neurosurgery Outreach Month.
Yes.
Because I could use some help learning the difference between state and national parks.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we are your podcast pals, of course. And, we picked a topic last week on the Wheel O Topics.
Woohoo!
And then we didn't like that topic, so we chose again. Eventually, we ended up with Circus Job, which
Yes.
I am still kind of hazy on what your intention was for Circus Job. So
you
fill
know
me
that
in.
every topic that I ever pick has like a backstory. So
Yeah.
when I was a kid, there was a series of books that were put out by a photographer named Jill Cremens. And I think that she was either married to or in a relationship with Gary Trudeau, the cartoonist behind Doonesbury. Anyway, one of the series of books that she put out, it was called the Very Young series. And she would highlight a kid, like an equestrian, a gymnast, a ballerina, and she would follow them around and take photos. So it was like a photo essay book. And my parents started getting me these books. And one of them was a very young circus flyer. I don't remember the guy's name, but he was part of this family that was part of Ringling Brothers Circus. And like, now I call them the Flying Farfignuggans. That's so totally not what they are, because I think that's a Volkswagen word. But
It is.
yeah. Hey, I'm Gen X. I don't remember things.
I think it's a German word, an actual German word that means the love of driving, I believe.
There you go.
So, but that very smartly incorporated it into a German brand slogan.
Which totally makes sense.
Yeah.
And not for a family of circus flyers.
No.
So it was this family, and you learned all about circus life. And in circus life, it's much like what I think it would be like to be on a Disney cruise. Now, stay with me for this, folks. This is the way that an
I'm trying my best.
an ADHD mind works. So one time we went on a Disney cruise, and all the characters are there, and everybody has their thing. And for a spa treatment, Pete decided it would be great to get his teeth whitened. And I was like, who's whitening your teeth, Mickey Mouse? Like, that's so bizarre that you have a separate person. And on cruises and things like that, everybody holds multiple jobs. So in the circus,
I gotta make a living.
right? He just picks some goofy doctor. Anyway.
Goofy doctor. Nice.
See what I did there? So in the circus, you have multiple jobs. So this kid, his mother was also part of some poodle act, and his father was part of
Pluto act, maybe?
Yep, was part of another act. And so there's a lot of jobs in the circus.
Right.
So it made me think about, when I was thinking of topics, like if you were in the circus, what would your job be? Now, it doesn't have to be in front of, right? Within the 3 rings, if you will. It could be behind the scenes. Like, I don't know, maybe you want to be a elephant poop wrangler. I don't know what you want to do.
It's show business.
Exactly. Like, whoa, hey. So, what do you think? Like, have you been to the circus?
I must have went to a circus at some point as a child, but I don't have any strong memories of going to the circus.
Well, I went to see Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus when I was a kid. My parents didn't take me. It's yet another thing that they pawned off on someone else. And then I also took my kids to see the Big Apple Circus, which is more about like the comedy and the gymnastics and that kind of thing with a
Right.
few animals.
Yeah.
And in more recent times, the circus and the way that animals were treated and paraded through, especially in the olden days,
Oh,
like
yeah.
way you traveled and that kind of thing. It's quite something.
By the way, did you ever get those circus crackers?
Yeah, animal crackers?
Yeah, animal crackers.
Oh, they're
yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
Slightly stale and mix them in with vanilla ice cream.
But I think of that, of course, because of the boxes that they came in.
Looks like a little circus.
It looked like a circus train, the cars. And so they'd have a lion in a circus train cage, essentially. But as kids, it's fun. You don't think about the misery of the poor lion.
No.
Or the elephant.
Well, that's just it. Like, you're like, oh, it's like, that's so fun. But you're not like, it's in a cage and it's traveling by, train.
Yeah. And those animal crackers, by the way, not very good, but, some genius came up with the idea of frosting them, a whole different brand. And those were actually really good. I can't remember who made those.
Really?
But those were,
That's so just chocolate dipped?
No, like vanilla, pink, whatever the flavor of pink is.
Vanilla pink.
I can't remember the flavors, but they were like white and pink, essentially frosted animals. The flavor just tastes like like birthday cake flavor.
Okay. Huh. All right. I looked up this book. So I'm looking up the guy's name.
Mothers made them.
Mothers?
The brand was
Oh,
Mothers.
okay.
It
I
was
was like-
Frosted Circus Animal
I'm like,
cookies.
my mother never made those. I would remember. My mom's idea of getting creative was taking chocolate frosting, putting it on a graham cracker, and putting sprinkles on it, which it wasn't bad.
That
But-
sounds good.
Okay, so the family, and we should look up this family to see if they're still in the circus biz. I don't know. Do you look in LinkedIn? He was Armando Tato Farfan. So they were the Flying Farfans.
Perfect. Okay, so that now I see why you thought Farfignugan.
See? Does it all make sense now?
Sure.
I make connections. So
just like you do with the neurosurgery.
Right. It's totally fine. So anyway, it was a fascinating book. It gave you a behind the scenes look of what it was like to live and work. I mean, really, it's your life's work. And I just thought it would be interesting. And there's like a spectacle there. So it made me think about, are you into the performance aspect? Do you like the idea of dressing up? Do you want to like manage everybody? You're like it's not the conductor. What's his name? The ringleader.
The ringmaster.
That one. And, do you want to work with animals? I feel like it could be a good question if you're having neuropsych testing done, like an ink splot. Like, tell me, what is your circus job? And it would tell you a lot about who you are at your core.
Right.
So, Eric, what is your circus job?
That's a good question. I actually looked up circus jobs online, and I found this article on Indeed, 10 types of circus jobs. And it actually lists the salaries and duties. So I expected it to be like clown, tightrope walker, but there's some actual stuff, the circus support staff, that I could see myself potentially being involved with. They do all kinds of stuff, like the stagehand. They're setting up the scenery and doing the set changes during live performances. I could see doing that. Sound technician, which I think I've got experience that would translate to sound technician. Stage manager, dancer, hairstylist, booking agent, lighting technician, makeup artist, performer. So yeah, I think I'd probably end up doing sound if I was working for the circus. Not exciting, but I think that's accurate, because I don't want to deal with elephant poop, and I don't have the best balance, so I'm not going to be walking the tightrope.
Yeah, I'm not doing that either.
How about yourself?
Well, I kind of like the idea of the ringmaster, not gonna lie, because really I get
can
to
see that.
dress up, right? And I get to be like,
that top hat always look cool.
Right, exactly.
The red jacket.
And then I'm like, okay, your turn. You go. And then I have to sort of do transitions. But I don't really have to do much that's like I could eat cheesecake and have my job too.
Right.
And I'm sure that there's other things that are involved in that. But that said, I don't know. I think I would either be 100% like stage center, or I'm like way in the back where I'm like, hey, let me do some social media for you. But I don't think that
marketing director is a job that the circus employs.
There you go.
And they're paid pretty well. About looks like the national average salary is about $91,000 a year.
That's more than I make right now.
So that's not bad.
Maybe I should apply.
There you go. Talent acquisition manager. I could also see.
Can you imagine having to look at all those acts? Like a bunch of clowns coming in and being like, what do you think?
That seems like it could be fun.
You know who I would totally hire?
The Aristocrats.
I would hire. There's an Instagram page called Siegfried and Joy. Look it up.
Okay.
I think they're German. I may be mistaken. They're definitely a European act. Well, you know what? They might even not be European. They're just not in America. Okay. What an American thing to say. There's only 2 places that you can be from. So they're super fun and they're goofy. They do this thing where they have they dress up in like gold.
I think they might be English because they have. I looked it up and there's a video Las Vegas and Brighton.
Well, but they travel all over the place,
right?
And they have this gold lame, let's call it like a beach towel, and they shake it and they'll put it in front of the entrance of the metro or a subway or whatever it's called and wherever they're visiting. And somebody comes up the stairs and they release it and they're like, ta-da! Or, one of them will hide behind the other, and it's ridiculous and it's very joyful. And it's created a bit of a trend. So they repost fans' videos of little kids, shaking a towel and the dog's there. And then they're pushing the dog out of the way and the whole thing. It's very cute. So I would hire them.
All right.
Right? So that'd be a good. So I got one act. But other than that, for talent acquisition, I'm out. I don't know. The people from Now You See Me. Remember that movie?
No.
I think that had Dave Franco. It had Woody Harrelson, Isla Fisher. Can't remember all of them. Oh, Harry Potter was in one. It's not his name. Daniel Radcliffe. Those were kind of good movies. It was like Magicians. Mark Ruffalo. Anyway. Okay, I'm way off topic. I know you're shocked. But
meanwhile, I'm still trying to get on the Instagram page for Siegfried and Joy, but it's not working out. I think Meta has already banned me because of my controversial take on cheesecake.
I know we talked about that last episode. If you want to hear about how controversial Eric is, then listen to the episode last week because, a post got pulled down because he was fishing for very sensitive information.
Do you think cheesecake is cake? So sensitive.
Oh, and it's Siegfried und Joy.
Okay, so maybe they're German.
Uh-huh. Magic Act from Berlin.
Okay.
There we go. All right. So definitely ringleader, but I don't want to do much. I want to come up with the ideas. So doesn't that say a lot about me?
I guess.
Come on, deep thoughts, Eric.
But it does seem like there are actual jobs. You
Yes!
know, usually when that was always a thing when you're a kid.
You're gonna go join the
gonna
circus.
run away and join the circus. Yeah, and it seems like you could actually run away and join the circus and have a pretty normal job.
So I looked up an article about Armando Farfan, and there was actually an article done about him by the Las Vegas Review-Journal in 2011, so a minute ago. But he was a 6th-generation circus performer, and he is now a Las Vegas, or at least at that time, a Las Vegas resident. He performed with his parents as a flying trapeze artist starting at 6 years old, and now he is still doing aerial arts and stuff, but he's a sculptor.
Cool.
That's kind of cool,
Yeah.
right? So, and he's created pieces for like Celine Dion, and Bette Midler's show, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah. No, I was like, the mention of Celine Dion reminds me that she's French Canadian and recently performed at the Olympics in Paris, France.
Yeah.
But also that Circus Soleil is French Canadian and probably the most famous circus in the world at the moment.
Yep.
I mean, we've gone from Barnum and Bailey being the gold standard to probably Circus Soleil being what people think of now when they think of circus.
100%.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's definitely a more humane. I mean, although if you see some of those stunts that these acrobats and performers
But there are
do.
adults that are choosing to do that as opposed to animals that are forced into a life of slavery, essentially. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not to bum everybody out, but
wah, wah.
that is, in fact, what is happening.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, okay, so it makes sense that you would do lighting and production work, and it makes sense that I would be a ringleader or I would be way behind, because that especially shows my 50% extrovert, 50% introvert tendencies.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So, hey, everybody, if you want to learn a little something about someone and really get a sense of who they are at their core, ask them what their job would be if they were to join the circus.
Now, I'm surprised neither of us said clowns, because we both love clowning around, but...
I mean, I'm down to clown.
Yeah, we're down to clown. But yeah, I think both of us would probably get tired of putting on the makeup.
Oh, it's so much work.
and trying to cram into a Volkswagen with
Perfect,
like
Dugan.
80 other clown co-workers.
Right. And, I just think, like, you're pretending to be happy all the time. I'd want to be like Grumpy Clown.
Yeah.
Like, isn't Krusty the Clown a grumpy clown?
Yeah, he absolutely on The Simpsons. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
so
pretty grumpy.
that's kind of more my vibe.
Yeah, I could see that.
Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I'm
Krusty
not.
the Stacy.
It works. Krusty Stacy.
Krusty Stacy.
It's my nickname. That's what I'm called at the senior center.
Well, you know what? We've got to take a break, and we'll come right back and figure out what we're going to talk about on next week's show.
Excellent. Keep listening to Don't Ask Me to Talk. We'll be right back.
This is Eric Ryder. If you like alternative rock, indie, post-punk, art rock, or whatever you want to call it, you may like the band Battersea. Our debut album, Shooting Day for Night, is out now, and you can find it at batterseatheband.bandcamp.com or most places you stream music, like Spotify, YouTube, etc. That's Battersea, BATTERSEA, theband.bandcamp.com.
We're back. You're listening to Don't Ask Me to Talk with your hosts, Stacy and
Eric.
Okay, so during the break, I was able to show you Siegfried und Joy, which is a really funny, fun Instagram page. And they're sort of like, it's kind
They're
of
comedic magician performers, essentially.
Yeah. And,
a little bit like Penn and Teller, but with a more clowny vibe.
Totally.
Yeah.
They're also down to clown. And you brought up one of the things that they did was they hold up their little lame towel-y thing.
Right.
And they made the Eiffel Tower disappear. I'm doing air quotes.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is that they were doing kind of like goofy stuff in these clips that I've seen so far, where it's just like they hold up that gold lame curtain and then jump out of the way to make themselves disappear, essentially. Yeah. But you're seeing this from behind them, so you totally see the trick. It's not like anybody's actually fooled by this.
No.
And they would show like comments on there. This isn't magic. You're not magicians. But clearly they're having a lot of fun.
They're having so much fun. And as I said, there's a ton of people that are then sending them videos of like their little kids doing it, or they do it with a pet where the cat like turns around and is just walking away and, you know, things like that. So it's super fun. But you brought up, and there is a sort of a circus element, and that movie that I mentioned, you know, Now You See Me or whatever it is, like David Blaine. And there's sort of that, like some of these Vegas magic, like Chris Angel and David Blaine and David Copperfield back in the day. There's kind of a, I don't know if it's circusy element, but definitely that whole thing that all feels like it falls in the same bucket to me.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to point out is clearly they're goofing around, having a great time. But one trick they did was to use the gold lame curtain to make the Eiffel Tower disappear.
Yep.
And they put it up, and then when they pull it down, the Eiffel Tower is gone. But clearly they've shifted so that the Eiffel Tower is not directly behind them. But this is actually what David Copperfield did when he made, and I remember
was
watching.
it David Blaine or David Copperfield?
David Copperfield.
Okay, so he did one of the first big, like, monument.
When I was a kid, he was like the biggest magician in the world, and he did a whole special. David Blaine will make the Statue of Liberty disappear.
Yeah, I remember those commercials.
They would build this up for an hour for a 20-second trick. And
it's so true.
And when they finally did it, he put up a screen and then pulled it down, and the Statue of Liberty had disappeared. But really, all his people were on a platform on another island away from the Statue of Liberty, and they rotated the platform. So the whole audience was on this platform, the cameraman too. And when he puts up the thing, they've all rotated to the right. So the Statue of Liberty is not directly in front of them. But if they had turned to their left a little bit, they would have seen it. So he didn't make it disappear at all. It's just a trick,
it disappeared from view.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
From that one tunnel vision view.
Exactly. But that's essentially the same trick that these guys did with the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. I mean, it's, and these guys do it with such good humor and a wink and a nod.
Yeah.
And you'll very often see them doing it with people that are clearly traveling or commuting, which kind of makes it fun because normally you're like, oh, I'm stressed or whatever. And they'll do it and people just laugh. Like, you're coming off of a bus and they put it up and it's like, look, someone appeared.
Right.
And it's like, oh.
Looks like they're having fun.
Exactly.
But that does make me wonder, have you ever been up the Eiffel Tower?
I did go up to the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you should do one time in your life.
We did it on our honeymoon.
It's a lot of fun.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It was a long walk.
Walk? Did you take the stairs? They have an elevator.
What? It must have cost extra. No, I think we walked one way and we took the elevator.
Okay.
So I think we went up the elevator and we walked down.
I think I took the elevator both ways.
Okay. Who's cheesecake trainer now?
Right. But did you ever see the movie European Vacation?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's a scene, and I watched this before I went to Europe. There's a scene where they're all up on the Eiffel Tower, and a dog jumps off. They throw a beret down, and a dog jumps down to chase the beret.
Hooray.
And I thought, oh, wow, this looks dangerous. But I get up in the Eiffel Tower, and it's completely like fenced in. There's no way a dog could jump off after a beret.
No. So don't play Frisbee with your dog on high things. But the Eiffel Tower is fine.
It was a joke, just like these guys do with their magic act.
Exactly. So we'll have to tag Siegfried und Joy in our post, and who knows? Maybe we should get gold lame, and we could do that as a post.
There you go. Yeah,
bring it in.
Follow in their footsteps.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Well, let's find out what we're going to talk about next week on the big show.
Okay. I gotta update the topic thing.
There you go.
Hey, that'd be a good thing for listeners to do. Shoot us some topics.
That's right. Send us your topics. Time travel.
Ah, travel, where would you go and why?
Oh, that's a good question. Would we kill baby Hitler?
Okay. I was thinking, like, it'd be fun to, like, be on a blimp that ultimately explodes. No.
Just take baby Hitler with you?
Yeah.
Two birds, one stone.
Boom. Done. Literal boom. I guess you could take it however you want to take it, but the idea is time travel.
And by the way, the Hindenburg, it was an airship, not a blimp. So,
sorry. Was it a Zeppelin?
No.
It was an airship.
Actually, yeah, Zeppelins are airships.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fun fact.
Right.
I have a family member that traveled on a Zeppelin. And it
cool.
wasn't baby
That
Hitler.
is fun. Was it cheesecake? Your cousin?
Yes, maybe. Anyway, okay. So, hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed this. How could you not? And
we had fun. It was like a circus in here.
Exactly. So, anyway, have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week.
That's right. So long for now.
Bye.